A blink dog would be better at this. I'm more of a sight hunter myself. But...
Well, if you see the matching pair of the sock, maybe.
Right, yes. Hello, and welcome to Khyber Shards, a 5th edition actual play show set in the Eberron campaign world. I'm Philip.
I'm Eric.
I'm Colin.
My question is, if you've made it this far and don't know our names, how? I'm already.
Valid.
And I'm Casey.
That's all right. Over there.
But
That's all
I
right.
kindly suggest that you start with episode 1 if this is the first introduction
You're going to be
to
real
us.
lost.
Right.
That's true. Yeah. Right. What's about to happen right now will probably need some context. But we're very glad to have you, regardless. All right. Eric, what happened last time?
Ari got punched in the face, and then
True.
Ezra got punched in the gut.
Yep.
And
The end.
yeah, and that's all. So Donnabella Brightdoom's mother showed up at our home, upset because Donnabella's gone missing. And so she came to accuse or wonder where her daughter was. So Pog and Ari stayed behind and talked to her about what was going on. Ezri and Shade went out to the jungle, and Ezri found a new stick. Then we went to the Brightdoom residence. Cal stayed behind, just so we wouldn't have a large multicolored panther walking with us through the streets. And then we did some investigating. Ari found a piece of paper referencing a game of some kind that has led him to lead the rest of the group to the Rubble Warren. Pog found a dent in the wall made with a ladle. And Shade found a little stash that didn't have anything in it, but looked like stuff was being stored there. And yeah, I think that's everything.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, and Mrs. Brightdoom made a threat at the end that if we don't bring her daughter back, then there's going to be trouble. So.
Right here in River City. Kind of is River City, isn't it?
Ari volunteered to pay for the trouble.
Yes. Because if she's not brought back, it will not be by Ari's doing. So.
All right. So the group is heading off towards the Sloths, which is the southernmost neighborhood in the Cross district. And in the Sloths is the Rubble Warren, which, as we talked about last time, is a dumping ground for leftover bits of masonry and stone. Stormreach is built on several layers of ruin. Lots of bits of it are in various states of collapse, and a lot of homes are built on top of ruins, and so it becomes necessary in any kind of new construction to sort of knock down bits of the old city to build bits of the new city, and the Rubble Warren is where it gets dumped. And because it is a giant pile of various rock, it is also the greatest place in the world for gangs of hoodlum children to run around having a big old time. And apparently
Is that
it's where-
child hoodlums?
child hoodlums, sure.
Where is the Rubble Warrens in relation to the Thrashk refinery in the Sloths?
It is not far from the Thrashk refinery.
Right.
There
Ari's
is a
super chill and cool with that.
yeah, it's real convenient because, of course, in the process of processing dragon shards, there's a lot of cast-off material, and that gets dumped into the Rubble Warren. So there's big piles of. There's also big piles of dirt, which is even better. If you're a child. And you might occasionally happen upon a dragon shard in these big piles of dirt if you're, lucky. So
Cool.
it's a place where you can go treasure hunting as a child too.
Also,
So
it's
it's lots
much
of fun.
easier to slide down dirt than it is
Yes.
piles of rock.
That's true. Yes, for sliding purposes, or for slightly safer games of King of the Hill, it is the piles of dirt are superior to the rubble. Anyway, so you begin making your way through the cross and turning towards the south. As you go, who's got the highest passive perception?
I got a 9.
It's got a fitting.
15. I feel like it's either
Mine is just
RA
14.
or I feel like it's either Shade or
Yeah.
Esri. Okay, Esri. Yeah, that tracks here. So Esri, we're going along and passing inns. Quick question. En route, have you gone back and retrieved Cal?
It's completely up to Shade.
Yeah.
She's also got the sock, so.
Yes.
Okay, so as you're going along, Esri, you see stuck on just a pillar. There's a pillar of rock left over from something that people use as a bulletin board, to tell people they're looking for bassists. On that, there's a little poster, okay, with a bounty notification and a rough drawing of, not a great drawing, a rough drawing of a female shifter with fox ears. There's no name.
I just tried to adjust my glasses I'm not wearing.
Yeah, I know. It's the where's the? I want to gesture with my glasses. Yeah.
It's my.
That's why
it's
you
my,
don't wear contacts, Eric. 'Cause
Yeah.
you lose a prop.
Yeah.
If this show has taught us one thing, I love my prop work. So
Okay, so this is just something we're passing by. Mm-hmm. It's literally in passing.
Mm-hmm.
Esri is just gonna sort of, kind of go take a closer look. Is there any writing on it? Obviously, some.
Yeah. It's it announces a 100 gold piece bounty for information on this person who is to be considered extremely dangerous and a competent magic user.
1 out of 2.
Joke's on them.
Is it like pasted on, or is it just kind
Yeah,
of,
it's just.
can I take it?
You could tear it off. Yes.
All
It's
right.
not like lacquered onto it.
I will try to do so. I will try to not let everyone see what I'm doing and just pocket it.
Okay. For giggles, make a sleight of hand check.
This could be funny. 3.
that is hilarious.
All right. So it
You know
It
who's pretty
takes-
good at sleight of hand.
takes a minute and it kind of tears but you manage to get it off, and no one
My
official
arch enemy, paper.
A crowd has gathered.
no-
at this.
no one official looking is standing around watching. This is a community bulletin board, so people see you having a hard time tearing a piece of paper off of it, but not the cops or something,
Okay.
such as they are here.
Well, fold it up and just stick it inside my armor and catch up.
Okay. Keep going. Deal with not. Are you saying anything now?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, not
I
yet.
don't know if my cohorts. I
Yeah,
was
did we see
observable, but I don't.
Oh, that's fair.
Bobby's
You
just
rolled
wondering
really
why
badly
you're
on.
starting a band and not informing me. I'm just a little hurt in processing that.
I would say at the very least, Shade would. I mean, yeah, I think it was noticed that you went over there. Shade probably saw that you pulled something off, having a decent passive perception. So,
What, what was that?
Bad news. But
Oh.
oh, you know what? It was gonna save for later, but maybe we should talk about it. Fellas.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just pull it out and show it out to everyone.
I am not a fellow.
Well, you were already there. I was calling them back.
I see.
Shay, do you know who that is? They look like you.
Yeah, it's her, Pog.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
how
remember the-
outside of the fox ears, Philip looking at the drawing, how good is the drawing? Like, is it just?
it looks like it was done by a sketch artist who was having it described to him by someone who'd recently received a severe head injury from being bashed in the face with by a panther. So it's not great.
I mean,
It's clearly a shifter and it has the fox ears, but it's not.
yeah,
It's not. It's certainly not photorealistic.
yeah. I mean,
Hey, you want
that's
to know the good news, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Desperately.
Columbra didn't kill the guy. Right? Right?
that is good.
It's in the positive direction.
That's better than him dead.
Actually, I'm not sure if it is.
I mean,
Is it, though?
Yeah.
Listen,
Because if he was dead, he couldn't
Right.
have said anything.
Yeah.
if Shade is the first shifter with fox ears somebody comes across, they might think that's her, but that's a best guess at what Shade looks like. We only know that that's for Shade because we know what Shade did. Like,
But I think with Cal, it's slightly more obvious.
that's a fair
What-
point.
That might make the
GM, how does it say to get the bounty?
It says that you can bring any information to the House Vatalist offices in the Citadel of the 12.
You know, I have an absolutely terrible idea. I happen to need 100 gold.
Hilarious.
This sounds like a very bad idea.
Yeah.
Can we have this conversation while we continue towards finding a young girl who's been missing since this morning?
Yeah.
not
yeah.
turn me in.
I don't plan on it, but Ezri apparently is hard on cash. And Ari turns on his heel and takes off towards the Rubble Warren.
Esri, I don't think you would turn me in.
Well, not
I
as we're walking. Not for real. But we
I
can
don't
turn
I
you
have
in
not
and get you
pretended
out.
Gone to jail before, just for real's gone to jail before. I don't.
It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea.
But also maybe me walking out here is a bad idea too.
I don't know how we get around it at this point.
I could give Cal the sock, and then Cal could go with you, and then I could go back to the treehouse.
Cal's not on the poster.
Right, that's why he would go with you and not me, because
Oh,
he's.
right. No, right. I was thinking the other way around.
Oh, no,
Don't
we're
help
not
her.
sending him
We
back.
want her to go. It's okay.
Yeah.
We won't let anybody take you and give you away.
No, that's true.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm not worried about me getting taken. I'm worried about y'all. Well, I'm a little worried about me getting taken. But we said that we were gonna not draw attention And I did not do that. I've lost the track of the knots. I got the attention. But they made me really mad.
Ari stops and turns and looks at Shade and says, Shade, what you did was awesome. House Fatalists are terrible, and they do terrible things to animals. What you did was justified and amazing, and I'm sad I wasn't there to be a part of it. So don't ever feel bad for what you did.
Okay.
Who knows what would have happened to Cal if you hadn't stepped in.
Yeah, so counterpoint.
She pets Cal because that thought makes her mad.
Cal
Was
does
really
that.
impressed by the lesson learning that was happening until right then.
Not interested. Ari turns and continues walking towards the Rubble Warren.
What lesson?
That drawing the attention of those with power is not good.
Yeah. Cause like now we're talking about me instead of a little girl who needs help, and that just I don't like attention, much less away from people who need it.
But we helped the people, or the animals
I
that
don't
didn't
think we
have any
helped
power.
people.
And now we're going to help a little people who has no power too.
I mean,
she
she
does
has
have
power. Yeah, I mean,
But I do want to help her. But I will
Ari is
try to.
way up there. Can we get walking again?
I'm walking. We've been.
Yeah, we're walking and talking. I will,
Oh, okay.
I will put my hood.
Pog's like, well,
this is
then
a-
wait up!
This is a fast walk for me. I don't know.
I will put my hood over my fox ears. Maybe a
All right.
hooded, cloaked figure next to
Can-
a panther is less
can-
conspicuous.
Can Cal change his stripes, so to speak?
They're not stripes.
Can Cal change his coloration?
I don't know. I will cast my spell and speak to Cal.
Okay.
Well, you can just speak Sylvan, right?
Oh, I guess he knows how to nod and shake his head as an intelligent cat that he is. Are we within 10 minutes of where we're going? Because then that would just...
Probably, yeah.
Cal, are you always this color? It's a very, very lovely pattern.
Cal looks back over his fur. And now I'm
color
sorry,
am I?
did you cast the spell, or are you
I did.
just speaking in? You did not? Okay.
I did.
Did
Oh, you did. I'm sorry. Sorry,
Cal's considering what his abilities
Answer
are?
Loading. Loading.
There it is.
Color? I only see in black and white. What do you mean?
I tell you what. Make a stealth check for Cal.
Cool.
Oh. So I have to find Cal's...
I sent you a link to it.
You did.
Yes. I have it though.
What's
I
it
have
called?
up. Cal has a +6 in stealth.
Whoa,
Whoa.
That makes
Sneaky
sense.
kitty.
stealthy boy. Yeah.
He's just the best. 18.
Wow.
Okay. So Cal looks over his. Do you not like it?
Oh no, I love it. I think it's absolutely fantastic. That one, Esri, he was just wondering if you could do stripes.
So it's so tacky.
I agree. Yours is a much more elegant pattern and color and blends in with the environment. Well, not this environment.
Was that the concern?
I'm sorry, Esri, were you concerned about blending in with the environment?
Just looking, less. Yeah. Well, not the environment, just less obvious, less visible.
He says that you're so pretty, people look at you, and so he's just wondering if there's a way that you get less attention because people apparently want to hunt me now.
Should I have killed him?
No.
So
Thank you for your protecting me.
less bright is the idea. Would it have to be
So
all the
put
time?
Oh no.
All right. And Cal puts his paws down and he kind of shakes himself, and the fur ripples and fades to a sort of dark gray with a sort of raven blue tinting, that sort of iridescent blue you get on really, really black feathers, where the spots
He
are.
can change his he can change his colors.
That is a good trick.
Pa,
It's not easy.
High five, buddy. You helped me with this. Thank you. I'm sorry
Is
it
that-
wasn't easy.
Better.
It is less noticeable. You are absolutely wonderful, whatever way you are.
All right.
Esri, did you?
Oh, yes, I see. It's less obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Still a huge cat walking around, but
I mean, in fairness,
You can't.
weirder
You've
things in
seen-
the city.
I was gonna say, you see people with animal companions, so
Sure.
and
I can't change my colors. It's a really cool trick.
you can't.
Mm-mm.
Huh. All right. And Cal begins walking sort of archly along. Okay.
Oh, I did, while I was speaking to Cal already, would have, I guess if she hadn't already, explained the whole sock situation and where we were going and if he could catch her scent.
And he sort of leans in and sniffs and wrinkles up his face a little bit.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. A blink dog would be better at this. I'm more of a sight hunter myself. But
Well, if you see the matching pair of the sock, maybe.
right, yes, of course. All right. So you make your way along with Shade's hood up now, and just slight, pointing where the hood. It's like when Ahsoka
Ahsoka
has her hood up, and the little points from her. I don't know what the things on Togruta are called, but those things. Or head accessories. So you make your way through the sloths. So the Sloths is kind of a working class neighborhood. It's not specific to any one country. It's not one of the more nationally homogenous enclaves. So it's a fair mix. And unlike just about everywhere else in the city, there's not a specific gang that calls this their turf.
There's
the
an opening then.
That's right. The closest thing is, as you are approaching, you do see the large plain brick building. The large plain brick building of the Tharashk refinery, rising on the other side of the Rubble Warren, with a number of support buildings. It looks out of place. It's clearly new construction. It's, red brick, factory-looking building amid all of the old giant ruins and things like that of the city. So it's kind of an eyesore.
As we get the side of that and see it, it's the Arthur meme with Ari where his hand just balls up into a fist.
So, we are in the Rubble Warren. So, looking around, you see it's like, if you've been to a city dump, it's like that, but it's all big chunks of old buildings. There's just piles and piles everywhere, and you can see there are people dumping stuff here, but also there are people picking through and carting away stone, because a lot of things that are being built are also built with stone repurposed. I guess is that upcycling from the Rubble Warren. There's also certainly there's definitely a shop somewhere where an architect works who does reclaimed stonework for your house, and it's like 1,000 times as expensive.
It's very rustic and homey.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Anyway, all right, you're here. What now?
I mean,
Oh, Shade, you got a new cat.
Ari would immediately.
Cool.
Quotes to not be taken out of context. Ari would immediately start looking for children. So, just trying to see if there's any kids about playing or anything like that that he might be able to approach.
Okay. So give me a perception check. And if anyone else is also sort of looking about for this, you can also make perception checks.
Probably would be.
I'm
gonna push.
Ooh. 18.
Very well.
That wasn't worth it. 11.
Oh. 9.
14.
And 14. All right, so you begin walking through the Rubble Warren up and over. There's no real paths through it. You can kind of make your way around the mounds, but you really feel like you could get lost in here pretty easily, because you're constantly sort of losing sight of where you were, and the paths twist and turn, and there's no marking whatsoever. So it is a little bit of a weird landscape to be in. And occasionally you do hear, it gets a little creepy at a certain point, because you do hear children running around in here, and then you'll like come around the corner and they're gone. And then the voices are over there, and you go around the corner and they're gone. And so it's Eric's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Children in a horror flick.
Just laughing and disappearing, skittering across hallways.
So creepy.
Yep.
At least it's not nighttime. It's not nighttime, right?
It's not nighttime.
It's now nighttime.
Suddenly the sun goes out.
We have
New
bigger problems
problem.
now than Donnabella.
Pog, you had the 18, right? Mm-hmm. On your perception check. Cool. as you're going through, you see, you guys are kind of spread out for a minute, looking around, trying to find a likely spot to begin the search, because that's really a lot of the problem here is where do you start here? You look back and you see a small, cloaked and hooded figure reach up and snatch the coin purse off of Ari's belt and then turn and run.
Oh, Ari.
Yep.
The kid just ran that way. Not our kid that we want to find kid. The kid that just stole from you. You don't have
Oh,
any money
hell.
anymore. The kid ran that way.
Man, I just bought a tea mug and that was okay. I need to go buy tea. I mean, Ari would try to take off in the direction Pog.
You see the kid disappearing over a pile of rocks.
Okay, yeah, Ari would give chase.
Okay. Pog, are you also giving chase?
I'm right behind Ari.
What are Shade and Esri doing?
Do we see this happen, or are we just?
Yeah,
split
once
up
Pog calls
searching?
out, I assume you guys are close enough that once Pog calls out, you can turn and see what just went down.
Shade would give chase.
I'll walk that way.
What did you say?
I'll walk that way.
Okay. Okay, so Ari, Pog, and Shade give me an athletics check.
Could I do a back handspring so it's acrobatics?
No.
Oh, I have to push.
19.
13.
24.
Well pushed.
Ari did adequately, which is the best he can hope for. So.
What did Shade have?
19.
19. Okay. So, Ari, you are making progress, but this is like obviously the worst possible scenario for chasing someone small and agile.
Yeah.
And so it's like hauling yourself over, and then you scuff your shoe, and then you bash your knee against something. Like it's everything horrible
I'm
about.
gonna need that money for new clothes after this.
Pog, you and Shade are doing better at moving over the rough terrain.
Surprising no one.
Again, yeah, I mean, both of you being used to moving over rough terrain, but even so, this is really unpleasant terrain to chase someone over. But you are making your way. So, oh, that's not a very good roll. Okay, so you get over the mound, and you see the little figure scamper around the bend of another mound of rubble. And give chase. So give me another athletics check, the three of you.
Ari would say loudly, "I just came here for a game of chicken heist." And, you know,
You're playing a game of chicken heist.
I'm going to use
You
my
just don't realize it.
inspiration that I've had for a while to give myself advantage on this roll.
Good call.
And now I'm going to push that roll.
Okay.
So 19.
Hey!
I had to roll 4 times to get it, but I did it.
Oh, I want to push again so bad, but I can't take too much damage chasing a child for pennies. I'm a 6.
You know, being midway through my 30s, I feel like I could take too much damage chasing a child over.
Yeah, 100%.
It would be very easy for me to take too much
100%.
damage chasing a child through a dump. Shade, what did you get?
16.
16.
This is the most damage Ari has taken in a counter in this campaign thus far.
Okay. So you're still in pursuit. Ari, you managed to catch up to your compatriots. You're on firmer ground. Firmer ground now
everything about
as
what
he
just
goes
happened.
around the next bend, and turns and comes around the next bend and right into a blind alley, like comes into a dead end among the rocks and turns as the three of you close in. And you see a small, vaguely humanoid figure, cloaked, hooded, and with a sort of long, lizard-like snout projecting out of the hood, and a tail flicking back and forth with your coin purse clutched in its hand.
Ari, I was wrong. I don't think that's a kid.
Listen, we're not trying to hurt you. Do you hang around here often?
Get away from me.
Right.
It's mine now. I got it.
I got something cooler that you can have in exchange for my coin purse.
What?
Do you like music?
Depends on what kind.
Well, I have a really fancy lute that I'll give you in exchange for my coin purse. It's like generations old. It's really, you could probably sell it for more than what's in that coin purse. I'm not rich.
Let me see.
I mean, technically, Ari has it in his inventory. Sure. So
I
Ari
imagine it's slung on your back or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, in a case,
Ari-
probably.
slings his lute off of his back and shows it to.
And it moves forward, and it reaches out and sort of runs little clawed fingers over the strings. Bing, 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 bing.
That's good trade.
All right.
This is better anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
And-
You're getting the better end of this deal.
Wraps its little hand around the neck of your lute and holds out your coin purse.
Now, you never answered my question. Is this a normal spot where you hang around?
Well, like this one?
No, like the Rubble Warren, these
Oh,
rocks.
yeah.
Do you and Ari pulls out the parchment and is like, do the words
And
on
it
this
snatches the lute away.
yeah. Do the words on this mean anything to you?
What do you want?
We're looking for somebody who we know came around here and played these games, and her mom's really worried about her, so we're just trying to help out.
Esri,
Hello.
as you are, by this point, you're kind of walking to start to be in view of this, or at least of the backs of your friends. Give me a perception
I
check.
want to. Yeah,
you have a thing you
I
want.
have moved my coin
Oh,
wherever it was. It is now much more secure.
it tucked under your shirt or something. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Like one of those.
You moved it
tourist
into
wallets.
your
Right
into
next
your
to the
front
wanted
pocket.
poster. What did you
yeah.
want me to make? A perception?
Perception check, please.
Remove loot from inventory.
22.
Nice.
done.
You spot some figures creeping up the edges of one of the mounds overlooking this scene. There are 3 figures creeping up. There's 2 creeping up one mound and a 3rd creeping up another overlooking this scene.
Creeping up.
Like they're on the ground and they're like sort of army crawling up.
Yeah.
And as you watch, you see one of them kind of get up on their knees and take out a little slingshot.
Oh. How far away, please?
Let's say you are 30 feet. This is pretty close in. So let's say you're 30 feet from the person who's getting the sling ready.
30 feet?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to speak into that creature's mind. It's like, and say, Boggle. That I wouldn't do that. There's more reward in having a chat.
Ah! There's ghosts!
What?
And
Wait.
the figure sort of slips and tumbles down the hill and lands in the little cul-de-sac, I guess, that Ari, Shade, and Pog and the kobold are in. And what you see once they land is probably a 12-ish year old boy.
Are you okay?
And sits up, and there is a now like cocked sideways, a really quite nice looking lacquered black dragon mask, like with the big curving forward horns, and it's all like canted sideways on his head now, and he sits up. There are ghosts! Everybody look
Where?
out! I don't know. One was talking in my head. We were watching what was happening, and then
What do the
something
other
started talking in my head.
Ari offers a hand to help the kid up.
He holds out a hand with a loaded sling, and then puts it away and stands up.
Sorry. What are your names? I'm Ari, by the way.
I'm
About to lie to me?
I was deciding which name I was going to give you.
Ah. Okay.
I'm Cadric.
Nice to meet you, Cadric. And Ari turns to the kobold.
I'm Lavaxi.
Nice to meet you, Levexi.
I'm
Cadric,
shocked.
maybe you can help out too. Levexi was looking at the slip of paper. We're trying to figure something out. And you seem like you know what's going on around here.
Yeah,
But are very bad at speaking. No,
this is kind of... Wait, what?
nothing.
No, look, if it hadn't been for the ghost, we would have
Someone
finished
who's
the
good at
quest.
sneaking shouldn't
quest.
be startled by ghosts.
Wait, do you see ghosts?
No, you hear them.
Well, yeah. Have you heard ghosts?
No.
So, these quests, do they have names?
Well, yeah.
Like Chicken Heist?
Oh, that was a good one.
And Cat Rescue?
Well, I mean, that one just kind of happened.
Oh, well, that's nice.
It was a different quest,
We did something similar.
but it had to
Well,
kind of
I
turn
didn't.
into that.
She did something similar. She did a cat rescue also of her own quest.
You did?
Ari
What's
is
wrong
not
with
concerned
him?
about this kid running to the authorities. Like,
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. Maybe he saw that ghost that you were talking about.
I'm not afraid of no ghosts.
Okay, the one that got me was Tankard Liberation. What were you doing there?
That's a hard one. Wait. Who are you? Wait, why are you here?
We're looking for Donnabella.
Why?
Because we're worried about her. Because we're her friends. We've tried to help her before.
Don't believe them, Cadric. That is what they would say.
Hello.
Behind you, on the third mound, there is a lanky figure with almost black charcoal-colored skin and just shocking white hair that's kind of in almost like almost in dreadlocks.
Okay.
Hanging down, and they are wearing a sort of chitinous mask over their face, and carrying what looks like an honest-to-goodness spear, tipped with bone.
You're the coolest one so far.
That's a good weapon.
Well, I mean,
You look
part of
real
it
scary.
was that
Good.
I mean, we're looking for, but I also wanted to tell her about a cool new quest I heard about called Aarakocra's Revenge. So, I mean,
There's... Yeah. He thinks he can make up quests, Cadric.
I've been doing quests all my life, thank you.
You don't get to
What's
just
your
make...
name?
You do not just get to make up quests.
I'm not from here. There's quests everywhere. You think you're the only ones doing quests? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway.
Cadric looks up and says, I don't know. I don't know. They might be nice.
Most
I
of us
am.
are.
They don't seem like they're, you know. And she folds her arms and stays up. There is a tumble of rocks as a large figure comes tumbling down next to Cadric and stands up. And there is a young orc standing there holding a carved wooden mask with the face of a lion on it. I figured we weren't gonna, I figured we weren't sneaking anymore.
New coolest kid.
Okay.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Ari. Una Davari is my long name, but friends call me Ari. And I think you could be my friend. I say that to everybody. I'm just a friendly person. See, she rolled her eyes at that. That's how you know I'm telling the truth.
He sort of turns towards Cadric. It's weird when grown-ups try to be your friend.
I'm 22. I'm still young. He does not say that. I'm hip.
Too late. Canonized.
How about that orcish music, right, guys?
I'm Bajak. Bajak Torn is my long name. Hey, Pog.
Hi.
Torn is one of the three main clans of House Tharashk.
Pog is going to remain silent
Okay.
for this.
Sorry, Philip, did Cadric say the other one's name when they were talking?
No.
Okay. Like I said, we're just worried about her. We're trying to help, and we just want to make sure she's okay.
I mean, she was okay when we saw her.
When did you see her?
I mean, a little while ago.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since Levexi was kind enough to make a fair trade with me, would a couple of these. And he
There is a. The loot is on the ground because it's far too large for her.
Would a few of these maybe clear things up a bit for you? And he pulls out a couple silver.
I will speak into that child's head and say, ask for double.
I think it should be double.
Okay. And Ari pulls out 2 more silver pieces. And drops it in his hand.
It snatches them. Yes! Information broker!
Killing it.
And Bijar's like, oh, man, I was going to get that. She's on a quest, and she wouldn't let us go with her. And it's kind of a big deal.
What quest is she on?
Kadric, that is not their business. Ilya, he paid. And she comes much more agilely down the... and you can see, all of you would... This is not... this would be very strange where you grew up in Corvair. But here, all of you immediately recognize this is a drow. There are tribes of drow throughout the jungles, and occasionally they come in and trade with the city. It's less common than, say, seeing a giant in the Stormreach, but you would have seen Shade knows a drow, but she has all over her arms are bare, and all up and down her arms there are, well, not all, but there are a handful of there's a tracery of white lines down her upper arms. She's on the quest, Kadric. She wanted to do it herself. We should respect that.
What if we don't mess with her quest? We just go check it. That's all we're trying to do is check in on her. Make sure she's okay. Make sure she doesn't need anything. So, how about if I promise that we won't mess with her quest? You let us know, and then everybody's happy.
I told you I shouldn't have let her go by herself. It's
What?
bad down there.
Quests are dangerous by yourself.
Down where?
She went down under
Under the city.
the rubble. There's, well, I mean, yeah, it's also under the city, I guess, because the rubble's in the city, and so, yes.
Okay. Can you show us how to get down there?
Does she still get credit for the quest if they help?
I don't know. She wanted to... Why aren't we more worried about the ghosts?
That's fair.
Like, if there are ghosts up here, I think we should move somewhere else. Although, it might not be mean ghosts.
Well, and they're
Why do you
already
say
dead,
that?
so
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes dead things are nasty and dangerous.
Remember the mummy that we killed in the street?
You killed a mummy in the street?
We did.
Why was there a mummy in the street?
I don't know. It just popped out of the sarcophagus.
That's awesome.
It was.
I heard about that. My father told me about that.
Oh, yeah?
But really, like, if there's ghosts, I feel like we should do something about the ghosts. What if you help us do something about the ghosts, and then we'll tell you what you want to know?
Sure.
So what do we do about the ghosts?
but I thought he already paid and then we get the information that we want.
I was negotiating.
She does make a fair point.
But I'm kind of worried about the ghosts.
Well,
I haven't been operating under the impression that I'm in earshot. I've just been
I think
watching.
you are. Yeah.
Am
Well,
I in earshot?
You can
Okay.
be if you want to be. That's
Okay.
that's totally up to you. You could have easily gotten within earshot of this situation without drawing attention to yourself. They're not being especially quiet.
I'll speak again into the mind and say, we ghosts really like money. Bring me a gold.
What would a ghost do with money?
What would a ghost do with money?
Bye.
What are you talking about?
Ghosts and money.
Who are you
Obviously.
talking to?
Why did you bring that up, though?
Because the ghosts are talking.
Did any
About
of
money.
you guys hear ghosts?
No.
Do you guys not hear the ghosts?
And
Is that what's happening?
Ari
Is that what's
projects
happening
his
now?
mind
You don't
into
hear
the
the
kid.
ghosts?
We don't. And Ari projects his mind into the kid's head. Like, is it kind of like this?
He's a ghost. And
No, see,
he pulls out a nicely carved wooden sword.
Pod slaps it.
I'm
straight
not.
down.
As you can see, if you want to smack me with that, you can hit me, which means I'm not a ghost.
I can? 15.
Yep.
You take 4 damage as this kid whacks you real
my
hard on the
lord.
forearm.
Ow! God, I meant like a tap. Jeez. But I'm not
I'll
a ghost.
say-
You can see.
Now I know.
Actually, that's better than gold. I'll go away now.
I got it. The ghosts followed you here because
Ah.
it said it would go away now that I hit you.
And Ari
think
kind
I
of looks
know
over
that
his shoulder,
ghost.
realizes that Esme's not with him. Is like, yeah, that ghost is a real jerk. So I'm glad he's gone.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
So
All right.
now that
So
we've
the
dealt with
ghosts
the
are taken care of. Is that a quest? We should have made that a quest.
I think that was a quest.
I don't know what we would call it.
You know what would be a very cool quest?
What would be a cool quest?
If you led some adventurers to the gates of the Undercity.
Wait, are you adventurers? Because we're
course.
adventurers.
Oh, you're
killed a mummy
adventurous
in
too.
the
That's
streets,
what we do.
remember?
We go on quests.
That's awesome. We track. Do you know what a boggle is?
No. What is a
They
boggle?
steal things. It's like a fey creature that sneaks into people's houses and steals stuff. We tracked one down and fought its master.
And I took these from its master. Monster teeth.
Those are awesome.
Yeah, those are giant. It bit him hard. Not the
It
boggle.
was a
the big
huge
thing.
mouth.
Yes. So yeah, we're adventurers too. We get it.
But quests
Okay.
usually find us.
That's true.
And you're on a quest to find Donnabella.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. It's a quest. So we gotta help, right? I mean, it's a quest. Right? That's the deal. They're doing a quest. We do quests, so we have to help them do a quest. And the orc, Bajak, that sounds. I think that's how it works, man. It sounds like that's the deal. That's how we act. And Levexi is now just.
And Ari, like the finely tuned strings that he so lovingly takes care of. Just
He takes 1 psychic damage from every string as it breaks down.
Ari's
his
about to
character.
pass out.
The drow girl. Yeah, fine. She's gonna be mad.
Loots are so much more expensive than I thought they were. I thought I could just go buy another loot. A loot in this game costs 35 gold pieces. Jesus.
Oh my lord!
I thought it was going to be like 3.
What did you do? Oh man!
As long as we keep
man.
taking on our regular lucrative jobs, we'll have it in no time.
Good lord. Gotta go find something cool for Levexi to make another sweet trade. Anyway, continue. I just looked at it. I was like, I wonder.
Yeah, okay. We'll show you to the place. It's this way. And he turns back the direction that you have run from, and I guess towards Esri. Is Esri is in view, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, whole time. Really.
Is that guy with you?
Yeah.
Who? I
Sometimes.
don't see
Okay.
anybody.
What?
You're seeing a ghost.
Wait, but she said
I'm
You
kidding. I'm only teasing
kidding.
you.
I see him.
I'm
Okay.
teasing you.
all right.
Maybe I do see ghosts now.
It'd be pretty cool to be able to see ghosts.
Yeah.
That would mean you leveled up, I think.
Yeah.
That's probably right.
Yeah, so what level are you, Kadric?
Oh, I'm level 4. It's pretty
Awesome.
great.
Whoa.
What about you,
I've
Bajak?
done the most quests.
Nice.
Oh, I just got here. We just moved to town. I'm only level 1.
Oh, where'd you move from?
We were in Sharn before.
Okay, cool. In
My
Gilead?
dad had to move for work.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. My family had to move around a lot too, so I get it.
If they would count things before I got here, I would be much higher, but I am currently level 3.
Cool. So, can anybody do quests with you all, or is it like an exclusive thing?
Well, it's mostly just members of our gang.
Okay. What's the name of your gang?
We're the Rubble Warren Gang.
Nice. I like it.
This is our turf.
Very straightforward.
That is
Well, I mean,
A
it
bit
tells
on
people
the
where we're
nose.
from,
Yeah.
right? Because, but yeah, this is our turf. We're in charge of it.
Okay. You run into much trouble with other gangs trying to get on your turf?
Every now and again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What other gangs do you have to deal with?
Well,
Ari's just making conversation as we walk towards the... Yeah.
there's another group that comes here, and they think it should be their gang, their turf, and sometimes we have to deal. We have to rumble sometimes.
Oh, Rumble.
Yeah,
Well,
it's pretty serious.
that's very cool. I mean, well, we're just visiting on your turf, so don't
There is
wanna
this.
rumble.
There is this resident, and as Levexi drags her prize along the ground behind her.
Do I have anything else in my inventory? Hey, Levexi, I got 2 sweet daggers. You want those in exchange for the loot?
No, loot is good. We made a deal.
I know. I just thought you wanted a better deal. All right.
No, that's good.
Okay.
It's not a better deal, Levexi. That was smart.
Oh, good.
That was smart.
So, what kind of quests do you guys do?
Well, we told you about the mummy one. We tracked the boggle down. Told you a little bit about cat rescue, our own version of cat rescue. Do you know who Kolos is? The gladiator?
Listen, we're not living under the rocks.
Hog beat him in a fight on a quest.
What?
I'm Pog.
Yep. You can ask around. People saw it. There was a whole crowd there in a fist fight.
That's
Do
where
you
I
have
got
your-
this from.
Recognize that?
There's just like the whole scene just freezes, and all of them just stare. And
Yeah. It was a pretty good quest, I think.
Bajak leans forward. Can I touch that? Can I hold it? Just like for a minute. I'll give it back.
You can touch it, but you cannot hold it.
Okay. And sort of reaches up and puts his hand on the blade and sort of pets it. That's so awesome.
So what level would that make Pog? We
I
got
don't know.
mummy.
That would be. I mean, that's a pretty intense quest. I don't know. It would depend on what the rules are for your quests, because
Okay.
you guys don't have levels with your
No.
quests.
We don't keep. Well, I guess I'm level 3. You could say that's where we're all at.
We all level
For
up
level
together.
4 soon.
So we don't see a lot of grown-ups that do quests in the city.
Oh yeah.
Usually, when there are grown-up adventurers, they leave the city.
I'm not that
That's why
old.
they're so. That's why there's so many cool quests to do in the city, because there's nobody else here doing them.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and it's fun.
And they keep
Ilya
finding
is
us.
having. Ilya is having
We'll have
none of
to leave
this.
to find them.
That's cool. We always have to make ours up.
Yeah, I mean, if you keep your eyes open, quests will just come at you.
Ilya has just the haughtiest walk as she walks in the same direction of the group, but distinctly like apart from the group. She is making every possible display of body language that this is beneath her.
So I don't
So,
know if
Ilya,
this
why
changes.
didn't your quest count before you got here?
Talk to Kadric. He makes up the rules.
Kadric?
I think it should have counted. Well, none of us saw you do it.
Well, but is Donnabella not going to get?
Well,
Credit
she's
for her
gonna
quest?
bring. She's gonna bring back evidence.
Like what?
She has to go down into the old city and bring something back.
But couldn't she just go get like any old rock from another part of the Warren and?
Well, that's why she has to find something that will be obviously from the old city.
Well, Ilya, do you have anything that shows your quest that you did before you got here?
She holds up her arm.
Wow.
I believe
Why
her.
doesn't that count?
I can't read them.
What
That
language?
just
are they
means
in?
they're even more special.
They're in
even more rare.
Do any of you read Giant?
No. Elvish,
Then
Draconic, and Common.
you don't know. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It sounds kind of, I don't know.
You know what you could do, Kadric? You could give yourself a quest to find somebody that can read Ilya's arm. So then you can maybe level up, but then Ilya could get credit for all the quests she did. And I know there's probably some people in the city that can read her arm and tell you what's going on.
That's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
Philip, this whole
Yes.
walk, I am staying back.
Okay.
And trying, just watching around us.
Okay.
That's just trying to see if there are any more kids around, or if there are just people in general observing us.
You occasionally see someone sort of sifting through one of the rubble piles to find something they're looking for, to find a good piece, and tossing it down into, and people are loading barrows with old stone and things like that. At one point, you pass some kids playing King of the Hill on a big mound of dirt that's been dumped here, and others playing, having a mud clod fight that's pretty lively.
No
Here
one
with Rockborn,
takes
there's
particular
bounties
notice.
People turn and stare because you are an odd group, but no one stares in a way that it's like
Yeah.
suspicion, right? Being a fairly insightful person, you get the impression that it's, what in the world is that? So there are people who are noticing you,
His name is Pog, and he's very nice.
but not not anyone who's openly marking you in some way that's like for future reference. So
Okay.
you're definitely noticed, though.
As we get closer to the destination, I did it too. I tried to push up my glasses. As we get closer to the destination, I would like to drop back to Esri and just there was not a ghost, right? You were the voice inside of the kid's head, because if we're about to, right? Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I don't know that there. Whispering. I don't know that there wasn't a ghost, but.
I mean, but if like nobody else saw anything or heard anything, then at least it wasn't like a interact with you kind of spirit as we go into the old city underground. Cool. Okay.
All right. And after a little bit of a walk, you come to another pile where it's clear that some stones have been sort of moved away, and there is a makeshift. There's a bunch of like old, dead shrubs that have been dumped, and Cadric goes over and he starts pulling them out of the way. And it reveals an opening and a stairway leading down and then being broken. And there's a rope ladder hanging from the end of the broken end of the stairway.
That's what we should do in front of our door. Fewer people would knock.
Why would you put a rope ladder
We
in
had
front of your
shrubbery
door?
in front of it. What?
Oh, shrubbery. Oh, because you want to hide your door. Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Yeah, smart.
Ilya thought of
Good
it.
idea.
Good job,
Good
Ilya.
idea. Yeah.
I think she's my favorite little one of you so far.
Okay, I mean, sure.
Rude.
Guess that's fine.
Well, so just down here, and is there anything specific, any specific direction that Donnabella's quest was going to take her on that we should know?
No, I mean you have to go there down. It's pretty broken up first, and then it's pretty small. But then after a while, you'll go down another level, and then it kind of widens out, and it's easier.
Okay. Well, thanks for your help, information broker. And yeah, good luck.
Before we
questing,
go,
and-
if I give you a monster tooth, can I have your mask?
Ooh.
But I mean it's my adventuring mask.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, guys, we could be wearing masks. when we
I'll
go on
I'll
trials.
speak I'll speak into
Good
the mind
idea.
again.
The thing is,
I'll speak into the mind
all
again and
of
say,
you-
ask for double.
all of you have masks, but none of you have an Otyug tooth.
That's the name of it. I could not remember earlier. OT.
I want 2, and I want you to get me Kolos's autograph.
Ooh.
I just thought you might be interested, that's all.
Well, I just,
No, but if you want to take ghost advice, you can take ghost advice. I was just trying to trade you. That's all. Thought you might be interested. An adventurer's token. That sort of thing. But it's fine. All right, we ready to go down?
No, it's okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, okay. And he pulls off the black dragon mask and takes the tooth.
And lion mask.
You're gonna take all the masks.
Yeah,
Pog the
okay.
three-faced.
Okay. He takes off the lion mask.
That takes me to 7 teeth.
Okay.
And the other 2?
Levexi comes forward and she takes the tooth and she pulls back her hood, and you can see that she appears to be wearing the actual skull of like a small crocodile.
Ooh.
Awesome.
That just sort of fits fairly.
What is that Pokemon
nicely.
called?
Awesome.
That's a
You
Pokemon.
are-
My bad.
I know
Yeah.
exactly. Crocodile.
And she lifts that off.
Cubone?
and hands
Cubone.
it up to you.
Yeah, Cubone.
Ilya does not move.
Miss Ilya?
You cannot have this mask.
It's a special mask to you.
It is my mask.
I understand.
Pog turns to the rest of them. You all have failed my test.
Throw the masks on the
Honor to
ground.
meet you all. I hope you stay safe in your adventures.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see you on our way out.
Okay.
Lexi, be sure to tune it every once in a while, but enjoy playing it.
That's what the knobs are.
That's yeah. You got to be gentle with them.
Okay.
Don't
And
turn
she
too
starts
tight or the strings
turning-
break. Can we go now, please?
If you turn them real
We
hard, it
just
makes a
hear
loud
one
noise.
final clang from you, Philip.
Ding.
As you as you go down the stairs, you hear the increasing.
Excellent.
As right before going down, I'm gonna kneel, get like eye level with her. I don't know if I have to kneel to get eye level, but kind of probably say, "I'm not a ghost. And next time you're trying to sneak up on somebody, look around." And then
That's good advice.
go.
We thought they were all there. Didn't know there were 4 of you. Because you weren't up with them, so I thought it was just the 3 of them. And I didn't look for you. That was smart. Having someone who's like trailing behind to sneak up behind people who are sneaking up behind. That's a good idea.
Don't. Esri, the only person who likes your plan as a child. Remember this.
Makes sense to Shade. She's like, ooh, sneakier than the sneaky one.
That's all I say. And
Okay.
head down.
All right. And as you descend into the Undercity, we'll call it there for the episode. So, thank you all for watching this episode. This has been Khyber Shards. In the link, or in the description below. Oh, I'm so bad at this part. In the description below, you can find a link to our Discord, where the Geek Pantheon Discord, where you can post questions for our Friday Khyber Shard Answers episodes. You can also post those in the comments below, and we'll answer them on air. We've, as yet, not gotten so many that we can't handle it, so we'll generally get a chance to answer all of them on air, or at least most of them. We'd love to hear from you as to what you think's going on below, and what's up with Donnabella's sudden disappearance, and which member of the Rubble Warren gang is your favorite, since Shade revealed her favorite. Let us know in the comments below. If you want to get in touch with us on either way, you can find us on all socials at the Geek Pantheon: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. There we go. And you can also see Eric stream at twitch.tv/thepantheon on Sundays and Tuesdays and another day.
Mystery Day.
Yes, and surprise day, but it'll be a pleasant surprise if you turn on your notifications for the channel.
It's true.
Likewise, Colin can be seen on Twitch at SorryBTR with a 0 in place of the O, and also can be notified, or you can notify yourself about when he is streaming. I'm just going to let you guys do this in the future.
This
I'm
has
real bad
gotten
at this part.
so good.
You can
So
go on the
good.
Discord and notify
Killing
Colin when you want him to stream and
There
see
you
how
go.
that works.
See if that works. You try that. Anyway, this has been Khyber Shards. I'm Philip.
I'm Eric.
I'm Colin. Oh,
And
nice.
I'm Casey.
I heard it.
Thanks for rolling with us.